All of this is just wrong. It's wrong. All of this is wrong. It's all wrong. And welcome back to the Create Mod here on Music Free Gaming. It is great to have y'all here. And I'm over at my dye factory, fully functional, which is awesome. The next step is going to be to work on what's going to happen with all the concrete, glass, and terracotta that's going to come out of this. Obviously, I'm going to have to build the machinery to actually craft all that stuff, but I thought it might be a good idea to just work backwards a little bit and figure out where the heck I'm going to put this output so that I know where the machinery is going to go and make sure that all lines up correctly. So that is the plan. I think the first step to this process is I want to fill out the floor here because I'm thinking I want to put the storage right along here somewhere. So before I do that, I'm going to pull out a bunch of these logs, well, actually logs, a bunch of these planks, and figure out how this is all going to work. I really don't need to go out all the way, but since I'm here, this will actually make life a little easier for me going forward. So, yeah, I'm actually kind of okay making life easier for myself, you know. I really don't like screwing over future me. I actually kind of like it when future me has things nice and easy, you know. I'm not consistent about it, but someday future me is going to thank me for this, or will just sort of go on about his business like, of course, that's what should have happened. Because I'm not always the nicest person to future me, but when I am, I really should, you know, celebrate it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to set up in front of my redstone factory here. So the plan, I think, is I'm going to take some double chests. I want to leave a little bit of space and run all 16 this way, giving them a gap in between so I can put content observers and stuff on them. Plus, I'm now close enough that that I could come in and dump stuff out onto this line, which would feed into my storage. But I think in order to make this nice, because of where I've got all of this stuff sucking in here, I guess I could bring it in over here, maybe, or yeah, oh, that's going to be a mess. So if I run the filter or the output line this way, if I want to dump into storage, then yeah, I'll start chests here and go that way. No, all of this is just wrong. It's wrong. All of this is wrong. It's all wrong. I don't know why it's not right, but it's wrong. Actually, I know why it's not right. It's because I placed it in the wrong place. Can I blame, like, global warming or the Mongol invasion of Japan in the 1600s or something to justify my wrongness here? No? All right, fine. This is a little bit lower anyway. I think that's going to save me a little bit of space since that's going to have to go up higher. So, all right, never mind. We'll put them all back. So all that I said about it being wrong was wrong. Even that was wrong. It's just, you can see all the wrongness permeating throughout this build. And honestly, I'm not sure why I'm allowed to practice Minecraft in this state. It's like, isn't there some sort of licensure you're supposed to go through? Some like building permits or something? No, of course not. I'm just gonna ad hoc build it just like they do every building in the country. Yeah, totally. This makes all the sense. And this is why I'm actually planning. For those of you who, like me, think nothing on this channel is planned, let this be a lesson to you. This is about the extent of the planning that happens. Okay. Yeah. All right, so I think this is gonna do all sorts of good stuff here. I have no idea where those sounds were coming from, but I'm sure I have just successfully made contact with an alien species watching this video thousands of years in the future, and they're gonna like, dude, that was so deep. That man was a genius. Or, you know, nobody's going to remember it tomorrow. But you know, you never can tell with these things. We're going to cheat this 15. All right. We're going to let Minecraft do the counting for us because my counting skills are questionable at best. Someday, the university I got my math degree at is going to find out how well I count. And they're going to ask for the degree back. Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, your ability to count is now subpar, and we're going to correct the mistake we've obviously made and take that degree back. Haha, but I'll have them fooled. I will have them fooled forever because they can't take it back. Or, you know, something. I think I have a plan, or at least 12% of a plan. So I've got each row of chests here is going to be one type of materials. Like concrete powder, concrete, terracotta, and glass, I think is how that's going to work out. And all of the output will ride a mechanical belt behind it, and I'll set up mechanical arms to feed into all of these chests. Now, I need to make them double chests. I don't have enough with me at the moment, but I think this is going to work out okay. And that means my input, the input to the output is going to be over here. So if I can run belts either straight down this line, or I could even come over and go across the lamps, which would be fine because it would provide a cover for the lights, but still allow the lights to shine through. That, I think, is going to work out fairly well. And I'm coming off of everything over there. Yeah, I think this is going to work. I think this is going to work. So we go ahead and run some belts in places. And yeah, I think that'll just about do it, at least for the item path anyway. What I'd want to do is lock this funnel. That way nothing else goes down the feed line. If I do that and lock the funnel, then nothing will go here, and maybe I can set up some stuff to go that way. On the other hand, maybe I just don't care. Could this be a problem of simplicity through not caring? Where I just suck everything into this line regardless and just don't worry about if something else is crafting here, because these get filled up pretty quick as it is. I kind of like the not caring approach. Okay, I'm digging the whole let's not care about it. I could go with that. Basically, what we're doing here is, now that I've solved the idea of where is the storage going to go, I need to start thinking about how is this factory going to lay out so that I can get dyes where I need to into the machinery to craft the concrete and the glass and all that stuff, and do it in such a way that I can say, hey, y'all wanted to craft with this color, can we just add this to the mix and let it happen? And that's going to be the next challenge here, is how to make that happen. So I did a little work between streams here, and I've got the storage set up mostly. I'll get to that in a minute. But I've also figured out all of the sorting, I think. We'll get to that in a minute too. But at least I know how the die is going to be routed. Here, let me free cam up here for a minute. So the die is going to come up this way. It'll get sorted across 3 different rows of these funnels. And then gets scooped back around to circle or do whatever it needs to do. Cool. Well, what's then going to happen as the dyes come off these lines, they'll get pulled down into chutes onto one of these colored lines. That's glass, terracotta, and concrete. And those lines feed into the auto crafting systems. This one's going to have a problem because apparently it managed to pick up an iron block. But that's how this is all going to be happy. So these will auto-craft. The output will end up on the belt lines here and then get fed over onto this guy, this line for output. So that is awesome. I've also set up this cool dealy bob to wash the concrete. And this is great. So once I get all the radio links working, if I need concrete instead of concrete powder, it'll get sucked into the appropriate section here, run down this line and get washed, and then get fed back out into the line to end up in the storage. Okay, sweet. I realized last night, or maybe early this morning, that I forgot a very important part of the system. I wanted to make glazed terracotta too. And I totally blew it. So, I'm going to have to add a glazed terracotta smelter on the side of this. But I think I'll be able to make that go. It's going to be great. So I got all the storage lined out, I thought. Right? I've got it set off. Glass, terracotta, concrete powder, and concrete. And then I realized I forgot to put a row for the glazed terracotta. So there's one more row of chests I need to put in place. Let's see if I can do this without burning my base to the ground. I know, you'd think this would be an easy thing to do. Hey, could you not blow your base to the ground? Or burn it to the ground? It's like, well, maybe I could do that, but is it as much fun? No. Like, but we'll see. We'll see if I can do it. It's okay. Okay, I think I've got this all set up, at least on this side. I just need to start putting the lava in. Now, this is going to be its own special breed of scary, because, the joy of wooden buildings and stuff. But I think this is going to be okay. I think I'm going to have it blocked. My only real concern is what's going to happen here with these barrels. Because those things are, well, made of wood. And I'm just a little bit worried about the whole, burning down the house portion of this build. But I think so far I'm going to be okay. I think I've got all the radio links set up for at least the black concrete and black concrete powder. So all I need to do is flip this switch. That's going to start letting, and this switch too. And that's going to start letting dyes through. All right. I'm going to free cam up here. So that is going to be crafting lots of colors, I suppose. But the black dye, yep, is getting dumped in. You can see this is starting to mix out. What is that mixing? Well, concrete. It's mixing out white concrete, but all of those are locked except this one. Oh, because I didn't put any filters on them. Okay. All right. No, this is wonderful. It's giving me the wrong things, but okay, cool. We're getting close. I'll tell you, man, I can't tell you how excited I am that this machine is actually working. A little shocked, but it is 100% working. Now, I am currently backed up. I've got black dye going just about everywhere right now because I don't have anything locked. Like, it was all coming in. I'm going to end up with a load of black glass, which is fine. I need black glass, and lots of other colors of glass, apparently. But this is fabulous. All of this is doing what I need it to do. Whew. I need to get the storage link, this guy, whatever that is, stockpile switch, set up on these guys here too, so that it will call for the materials it needs just to fill up those. But this is good. So what I've got here is half of the signaling setup that I need for all of the concrete. And then I have to build this again for all the terracotta and build it again for all of the glass. So I think this is going to go up quite a bit. I think this is going to work out really well. It's just going to be a lot of work. But hey, I think I can live with that. And here we are. It's a couple of days later in real life and a few hours later of building, but the entire system is up. All of the signaling for the concrete, terracotta, and glass. Each section takes 2 floors because it's 16 colors. It's 8 colors per floor. Yeah, and this thing goes up a ways. So, assuming I've got it wired up correctly and all the filters set properly, which is always a bold assumption, then what should happen when I come down here and flip these levers is that I should start getting, not that one, I should start getting glass and stuff. Actually, pretty much just glass, because the other stuff, well, I don't have enough sand or terracotta, which is waiting on the sand to make up the concrete and the terracotta. But you can see I've got glass being put together over there, which is awesome. And as this comes through, it's going to get sucked down this way, just like everything else. I don't know why I'm getting some plain glass happening here. I'll have to figure that out. Also, it appears that oh, that's why. That's why. Okay, I've got a problem. I forgot to set all of these filters. All of that glass that I put in, it's getting sucked in here and getting washed clean. So, okay, let's fix that. These filters are all set for realsies this time. And it looks like everything's going pretty well. So, now it's just a matter of getting everything to craft. Like, you can see that yellow glass coming through. And assuming, yep. Oh, hey, that should go that way. Awesome. Yep, other than one thing I had backwards. Okay, so this is all going. And I've got all of the filters set up back here. Looks like I may have still had some leftover glass. I'll keep an eye on that. But everything here is now filtering in where it needs to go eventually. So yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I said other than that extra clear glass, which I just managed to screw up with the filtering, everything is getting sorted in here right where it needs to go. And that is awesome. And just like that, the farm is done. Got all the filters in place, added a little bit of decoration. There's still more to do, and I think I'll take care of that on another video. And I threw a little status wall here. This thing looks huge. But any place there's a light, it means it's done processing stuff. So I'm done getting yellow glass, for example. Obviously, there is a lot more to do. And I'm back over at the project board looking at this. Looks like we've got just about everything except the cocoa bean farm, charcoal farm, and a cornflower farm. That'll give us the brown, black, and blue dyes that I need to really make this thing fully automated. But obviously, I'm not doing those today. This has been a long process and quite probably a long video. Well, I don't know. I haven't edited it yet, but we're definitely getting progress. But progress or not, this is where we're calling it today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I am so excited to get so much done on this project. This has been great. If you've enjoyed this or just made it to the end of the video, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. It's okay. No one will judge you. And until next time, be excellent to each other. This is Music Free Gaming signing off.